What's up, guys? Welcome once again to your favorite YouTuber interview, YouTuber news, whatever you want to call it. Yemoh's channel, number one. You have to accept this thing. I keep saying it. I want it to stick. Okay, it's not bragging. It's the truth. And I'm a boy. You don't speak to you anyway. Guys, this is Africa Amaze, and Africa Amaze, you are welcome to my channel.
Thank you.
Finally. How be?
Chalekulo.
So, will you be going back to Tamale, or this time around you're in Accra permanent?
I can never be at one place.
Now, it seems you really like Tamale anyway.
So it's always...
Are you from Tamale?
No. I'm actually from Damango.
Damango?
Yes.
You know, when we say Tamale, we think Tamale is just
everywhere
the whole northern region. Anyway, I have to go there too.
Tamale is just the capital town. And even Damango, I'm born and bred there, but my hometown is Bupe.
What?
Bupe.
It sounds like Coupe. You know that dance?
Bupe. I know Coupe dance. Bupe. And my dad is a sub chief from there too. Yeah, but we are resident in Damango. That's where I'm born and bred. And do most of my content in Tamale. Sure. That's where I'm my studio.
Anyway, we want to congratulate you for being such an amazing person, a phenomenal filmmaker, representing what is possible in Africa. You are doing stuff on your channel, though. We thank you for all the tutorial and everything.
Great.
Okay, let's go straight to my questions for you. Now, my questions, I write them because, like I said, I want to stay on track. Okay. Yeah, understand? Okay, so where did this ability to create come from?
This whole thing came as a result of just pure passion. I just decided, I fell in love with watching films. I was just always fascinated by what happens behind the scenes. Of course, I come from the northern side of Ghana, where the tribe where I belong to, or the place where I come from, we have a history of, powers, like African powers, and someone being able to disappear and do all that. And so I was always fascinated if I see someone disappearing in a film, maybe being able to throw fire and those things. I was always fascinated.
Have you seen one in real life? Because you said where you come from.
Oh, yes.
Real life, someone disappearing.
No, not disappear, but like other forms where someone can do something and
turn into a goat.
Cut himself, it doesn't enter, try it and see, you slash yourself.
Have you seen someone turning into a goat?
A goat? No, not in real life, no.
Anyway.
But like I said, I've seen things that I feel scientifically cannot be explained. And so
for the cutting stuff, like I think I've seen it before.
Yeah. And like a couple of things. And so like I said, I was always fascinated. And when I see even, I watch Hollywood films and I see that, and I'm like, how? Even as a kid, my brain would usually wander around, how are they able to do that? Is it that they also go and have some juju, African magic is transported there for them to use it? Because in my head as a kid, I always felt like it's only Africans who have this kind of technology, or they have this kind of magic where you can create something out of nothing, disappear and all that. Yeah, so that was the first step. That was the kind of things that motivated me. And I became curious. I wanted to know what goes behind the scenes.
And you started doing it in movies. You have one movie out there, such an amazing movie. I'm not going to talk about it because it is not on his channel.
Sure.
Why am I watching it? I'm watching it like there's a camera here. Oh God. So I'm not going to talk about it because it is not on his channel. Someone uploaded the movie. Yes, I'm saying it, and he doesn't want to take action. Please, if you don't want it, go and take it for me. Let me put it on my channel so I can make that money.
We'll take action. We'll take action. Don't worry.
I hear you. Now, anyway, I want to know, when did you decide to pursue developing content?
Yeah, so just during the lockdown, during the Corona season in Ghana, I felt like I had enough time at hand because I've always wanted to create a YouTube channel, but I had thousands of excuses because I felt like I was too busy and I can't be consistent, and I just didn't want to get my hands into something that I wouldn't be able to, show up every point in time and all that. But when the pandemic hit, I felt like, okay, this is the right time. I feel like this is the time, even though I knew that certainly there's a day where we'll have to go out of our rooms and, start our lives again. But I knew that if I'm able to commit at this time, because I know myself, it's just taking the first step. Once I take it, I never turn back. And so I felt like, okay, fine, this was the point, this was the right time to take that first step. And I know even when the lockdown is done, once I make this commitment, I'll stick to it. And my main motivation for that was also because I haven't been to a film school, even though, I have a couple of local and international awards as a filmmaker. It's just basically try and error. And most of the times I used to, especially when it comes to visual effects and equipment, I can tell you that I didn't have money to buy a crane. We had to learn how to make a crane. We made a crane, we made a dolly, we made even a stabilizer, a gimbal. And today we haven't gotten anywhere, but we are able to buy this. But my brother and I, we made all of that. And even the film you just spoke about, purely, people get shocked. It's not even in 4K. The camera we used to shoot it is the Sony Nex FX100, because that's what we could afford.
Put it on your channel so people can go and watch. His channel is Africa Amazing. Go there. Now, okay, so I want to know, what was the first filming gear you purchased and why?
Yeah, I think, interestingly, if my memory serves me very right, it was a camera itself. That was the first filming.
Camera?
Yes, camera.
What type?
It was a Sony, but it was a DV camera, actually. It was DV. It used to use a mini DV camera. I think that was around 2007. I think this whole hard drive and memory card things were just coming in, and yeah.
But how long have you been in the game? Like the filmmaking world?
Yeah, I think this should be like 16 years. Yeah, 16 years.
You are a low man. He's an old man. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what is your learning experience of putting content on the platform for your work to be seen?
Right. It's really been very good. Like I said, from the little things I've said about myself, I'm sure you should know that anything I pick up, I want to learn, not just do it. I usually want to know my ways around. In my life, naturally, I really don't. I shy away, or let me say, I don't feel comfortable when I look stupid or when I look so lost. And so I want to always be able to have meaningful conversations when I find myself in people, if I identify myself with something. And so when I started this whole YouTube thing, I took it serious. And even till date, as I tell you, I have a daily routine where at least I still spend 2 hours learning about YouTube. And I feel like at this point, I've been so edified with YouTube knowledge that sometimes I feel like, should I even start a different YouTube channel and start talking about it? Because I feel like, and also as an African creator, there are certain angles to it that I feel like somebody, let's say a content creator in the US, would not really understand my terrain. There are certain realities about YouTube in Africa, even though the algorithm is there, but there are certain realities that we go through that nobody really talks about. Probably you might have the money, so you don't.
Please, I need money. I don't have the money.
You might have the money, so maybe you might not really think about the fact that people even struggle to get data to upload their videos. Maybe that might not be a reality to you, but it happens.
For that, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and you have a good mic over here. People, to get a quiet environment to even film, and cars will be honking left, right, center, and even the kind of buildings that we have here in Africa, especially in Ghana here, concrete walls, sound bounces around.
You see how the sound is bouncing around over here?
Yes.
I have to do some proof. There's no money. You said I have money. I don't have money like that. Please. I'm about to ask a question. I'm even thinking about it. I don't know how to put it. I don't know how he will feel about it, but let's just try and see. Do you feel frustrated about your subscription growth, or it's a long-term something for you?
For me, it's a long-term something. And like I told you, I always have an idea of creating even another channel where I would just talk about YouTube. And sometimes I feel like people who don't understand that it's a long-term game might bring it an issue of, let me say, whether you have a moral right. Because if you know so much, why are you at 3K subscribers? You'll be at 1 million. You get it. But I know that, because I know of the algorithm so much, I know that it's a long-time game. But I feel like people would rather say, oh, but if you know so much, then you should be at 1 million. Why is your channel at this? Or maybe your channel should be, 1,000 miles ahead as to where you are currently. But I don't see it like that, because I feel like, and today, as at the time that we're making this video, is historic, because I hit monetization about 1 week ago, but it's just yesterday that I had time to even now sit down and finish, because apparently YouTube sent me a congratulatory message yesterday night after 12 a.m. So that's today actually, and I was contemplating, because I was like, should I even go ahead and put this ads or not? Because initially, because like I said, at this point, I'm going to be eating my cake and having it back. I feel like I'm genuinely out to share knowledge, and so numbers have not really been an issue. But as a human being, I'll go and look at, if the views are not encouraging, okay, I'll ask myself, okay, so why is it not so? And after every video, I go and look at the analytics, and beyond the analytics, I want to, because the content is going up for human beings, so I really want to know why this video performed better than this, aside fusing in keywords or the fact that this kind of topic is a trending topic. And of course, as a filmmaker, and you realize that I've stayed true to what I've set out to do, because I realized that, you know, I could have also easily jumped into travel and a lot of things that are so common these days. I mean, I'm not saying those ones are bad. I mean, we need people like that, but I just felt like this is my calling, and so I shouldn't be afraid if I'm not getting more views.
Honestly, numbers is not something one should really look at when you are on this journey, okay? Eventually you'll get there. When you get there, then you start thinking of numbers, what to do to get more numbers. But with your philosophy or what you really want to do on YouTube, impact knowledge, teach people, the numbers is not a problem, but we need to make that money. Please. By the way, congratulations, Charlie.
Thank you.
Because monetization is not easy. Now, what do you enjoy the most? Is it going out there to film? Is it editing? Or is it the interaction of feedbacks?
Wow, that is a very difficult question, because I feel like
you enjoy all.
Yes. A very difficult question, because I enjoy almost, you know, all the processes, you know, and for me, every video is an opportunity to learn and grow. I feel like the more you give out knowledge in this world, the more you learn yourself. Now,
you are self-taught. You didn't go to any film school. You learned everything online back in the days, way back. That's why I said you are a man. Now, what do you think of the industry of content creation for trained professionals versus just having the interest and realizing you have the talent?
For me personally, it depends on the person's motivation. Motivation is always very, very important for me, because I've met professionals as well who are professionals because this is where I make my living, and I have to make this video, I have to shoot this kind of film because I need to just make the money, the end goal. I mean, we need money to survive. Yes, it's important. But for me, I feel like most professionals who, let me say, who I've met, who are so much, let's say, attached to the money aspect, most of the times tend to gloss over the creative aspects. And again, and the vice versa, people like myself, that's why we are struggling artists, because we are also so passionate about the job that we tend to gloss over the financial aspects of the job. And so you are very good, but your pocket is not really heavy. But this one is not so good, but his pocket is really heavy, because so it looks like it depends on where you are putting your time, let me say, or your energy in. It looks like if you are focusing on the creative aspect, you'll be rewarded with so much creativity. And if you put your, more energy into the other side, I know in other jurisdictions we have, if you are like me, you would have had an organization or someone who could be handling, doing the financial thinking for you, so that you just handle creativity alone, so that you don't mix the two. But unfortunately, you and I agree that our part of the world, you are your own master.
Yeah, you are your own boss, your own editor, your own everything. You do it on your own. Fortunately, that's where we found ourselves. We'll take it like that.
We'll take it like that.
Ghana is the only place we have. Anyway. Africa Amaze. Finally. Final question. It's not that difficult, but It's a bit tricky. Who are your 2 favorite YouTubers in Ghana?
Wow. That is difficult because even though I'm a filmmaker, I watch everyone.
Yeah, but you mentioned 2.
Hey, guys, do you ever want to put me into trouble because I watch everyone. Everyone is my favorite. But he wants you to mention 2.
Please stop doing damage control. I want to.
Do you ever want to put me into trouble, guys?
I want just 2.
2. Mm-hmm. I feel like you should play the National Science and Maths quiz and zoom into my face because this is so difficult. But of course, I like Wodemaya's content. Mm-hmm. Yes, so I would say Wodemaya. Mm-hmm. Who else? Oh, Osai Kwame.
Wodemaya and Osei Kwame.
Yes.
Yeah, they are two great content creators.
Yes.
Yeah, I know if you have the chance, you'll mention more, but please, this is the 2 you are going to mention. Gavin, thanks for coming, and I really appreciate it. Do you have any final words for anyone out there?
Yes. Personally, I really want to use this opportunity to thank everyone who has been watching my channel. It's really been great. People like Doreen Wankalit. Doreen has been so great.
Okay, watch it and tell Doreen so that Doreen can watch your face well.
She's not even like a filmmaker, but for some reason she fell in love with my content, and she has invested her emotions, time and resources. And in fact, I'm sure probably she has shared my content and pushed me in so many areas that I'm not even aware of. I mean, I was shocked that you were even telling me things that Doreen is doing. I'm even shocked. I mean, so, and I know there are more subscribers out there like that. And I thank you guys so much for the support that you guys have been offering to my channel. And keep bringing more content.
Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate you. Subscribe to his channel. The link is in the description box. Also, first comment below. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.